Hey, so today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about value. This is a conversation that I have with every single one of my coaching clients as well as my consulting clients when we're talking about their brand and what it means to their customer. And value is not necessarily just a monetary thing. It doesn't always come down to just price point. How much does your customer have to pay for that garment or that piece? It comes down, it's a lot deeper than that. And it comes down to three major things. And this is often an area that designer CEOs struggle with. They tend to think about the value in terms of just that monetary number and not necessarily all the other ways that they're adding value to their line. So when you think about your value, it's really important for you to be able to communicate this effectively to your customer through your marketing, because the value that comes through is how you start to develop some of those emotional connections with your customers, which at the end of the day, emotional connection is really how you develop a brand loyal following. So it's super important. So there's three major things that I want you just to think about when you're trying to figure out the value that your brand brings. And I want you to look at these three different areas and kind of take some notes down and start to see where you're seeing different overlaps and you're seeing consistency, because that is probably where your true value is. So the first one is competition. What do you do better than your competitors? What are your competitors valuing in their products, and how is yours different? So take a deep look, maybe pick 3 or 5 of your top competitors or people that you even just aspirationally look to, try to define what their values are, and then compare what you feel like you do better than them. The second one is you. It's truly the value that you are putting into your line. And that doesn't just mean the physical aspects of sewing and creating, or it also means different things in terms of how you feel about the designs that you're putting out there. You're probably putting a lot of love and effort into the things that you're creating. You're putting a lot of time, and you may be putting a lot of craftsmanship into it. So maybe that it comes through in quality. So I want you to think about the things that you as a designer specifically stand for, because that's another way for you to really understand the value that your line is offering your customer. And then the third one, and this one is probably the most important, but also the trickiest to nail down. And that is, what is the emotion that you want your products to portray to your customer? What is the emotion and or the benefit that they receive when they make that purchase? So I always like to ask my clients, what are the top 5 feelings that you want your brand or your customer to have or to feel when they interact with your brand? So a lot of times that comes down to things like they want to feel confident or sexy or happy. It could be a lot of range of emotions for different brands and for their customers. But what are those emotions? And how do you want your customer to feel after they've made the purchase when they're wearing your products? So when you look at those 3 things, I want you to, again, kind of just take a couple notes, take a few minutes just to think about each one, and then start to look for some of those overlaps. Where are you seeing a lot of the similar kind of themes come through? Because most likely, those are going to be your biggest values to your customer. Hope this helps. As always, guys, let me know if you have any questions, comment below. Have a great day.